What's going on YouTube? It's your boy camATL. Shout out to the DFS squad. Shout out to everybody watching this video right now. Drop a like down below because I already know you're gonna love it. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Make sure you comment anything down in the comment section to enter your name into the giveaway that I do every single week on this channel. All you gotta do is comment anything down in the comment section. Like the video down below and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Thank you guys for watching as always. I will be breaking down my favorite 5 players with price in mind and just kind of giving you a quick outline of my favorite 5 guys that I'll be kind of working my way around with my first look. I am doing this the night before the slate, so this is the first look of the slate. Things could change by game time, so go to greenlightdfs.com to join the squad to get the updated information, the updated lineups, all that type of stuff. I do the full lineups, everything on greenlightdfs.com. Join that. We just got our 5th win in a row last night. It was another amazing night. Joey Gallo was super low owned, hit another dinger. Jackie Bradley, dinger. Then Rougned Odor at low ownership got a hit and a steal and just boosted us way up. A ton of people got off of Quintana, which Quintana was my guy from the very get-go. After a little bit of research come this morning, I loved Quintana in that matchup with that wind so heavily blowing in Chicago, and that being such a park that holds those home runs down, holds those runs down. I knew Quintana could get close to 20. The other super popular guy who was 50% owned ended up getting blown up, only got like 7. So that was a huge plus for us. We took advantage of that once again, of people not doing enough research and playing people that they should not play. So let's keep taking advantage. Greenlightdfs.com, join the squad. We have an early and a main slate today. Okay, so if you go to Greenlight DFS and you sign up for any of our packages before the early slate, you will get access to view our early slate lineups and our main slate for free added on. All right, NBA Showdown as well. We took down tourneys. I only had the chance to enter into a $4 tourney, and I hate myself for it because I reserved a $4 tourney. Meant to go back and reserve more into it, but I got so busy with the MLB stuff and answering questions that I forgot to go and enter more. So I only played a $4, but turned that $4 into $75. The NBA Showdown was lit. Dominated NBA as well. It was an amazing night all around. Let's keep it going. We're going for number 6 and 7 for MLB on these 2 slates today. All right, so this is the main slate. High five. Starting off, as you see on my screen, Garrett Cole, Jacob deGrom. Now, first things first, looking at the pictures of this slate just on my first look, I'm not feeling very comfortable with any of the options, okay? Yes, we have Urena and we have Norris, who are both going against bad offense. Urena is going against Detroit, horrible offense. Okay? Detroit's going against Miami. Okay? I mean, Miami's going against Norris, who's just, either way, you look at it, you're like, oh man, that's good. Here's the trap that everybody got pulled into when it came to Turnbull. Okay? And they played him 50% owned. Here's the issue. Miami is a bad offense, yes. But you don't play a pitcher versus them that is having a huge park upgrade. Miami went from Miami's park to going to Detroit much, much, much hitter friendlier than Miami is. That park was a huge downgrade for them. Okay, so it was not a great play to play Turnbull in that park leaving Miami. If it was in Miami, of course, but not going from Miami to Detroit. In Detroit, of course, Miami's going to be able to put some runs up in that park. Okay, they're not too bad to the point where they can't even score in a park like that. You know what I mean? You want to target them in that park. Okay, I've been paying a lot of attention to parks and how those influence the game too. I've always have, but this year especially because home runs are ruining pitchers so much. So I'm focusing in on pitching even more. And it just seems to me that you want to go with the safest pitchers, obviously, and you want to figure bats out after that. All right, Cole and deGrom are the best options. So here's why. Garrett Cole is pitching for a team that has an amazing offense. They're putting up runs in bunches. They get to go against a bad pitcher in Nova for the White Sox. They're going to get him the win. Garrett Cole has a very solid floor here. I think he's got a 25-plus floor in this matchup here. We saw what Verlander just did, an easy 40. Okay, now he gets to go against the same offense after they just got pummeled by Verlander. Cole is a solid pitcher. I can see 25-plus easy. Now, we also have Scherzer. Scherzer's 11-1 traveling to New York. Now, this is a pitcherish friendly park, so both pitchers are doable. But Scherzer hasn't been his usual self. DeGrom has had some good flashes and signs of being great still. Scherzer's still great as well, but DeGrom just feels better to me at a $600 discount that I'm going to take DeGrom over him going against this bad Washington offense. So I like taking that little bit of savings and still getting an elite pitcher with Cole and DeGrom. Those are my two favorites. Now, obviously, playing these two guys, you're going to have to find value. So we're going to have some value bats here in the bats to give you guys to really start shaping you up. Now, starting off at first base, Kendrys Morales. He sat yesterday. I expect him to play here in this one versus Dan Straley in Baltimore. Super hitter-friendly ballpark. Morales still has power even though he's 70 years old. He still has some pop in that bat. He still can hit a home run at any time. I want to get exposure to this New York offense. I love New York, but it's going to be hard to get exposure to them if you're playing comfortable with pitching. Now, in GPP, spending down for pitching is fine. If you want to go with like Sabathia and take a chance on a Norris or Urena, okay, even though we talked about what we just talked about a minute ago. If you want to take a chance on one of those and hope for the best, then cool. Rick Porcello could even end up being decent against Toronto. Okay, if you want to spend down, but I encourage you to spend up, go the safest route for pitching. All right, so New York is an amazing stack. You're probably not going to be able to play many of them with the top pitchers, so you got to find the value. Kendrys Morales is that guy at 3.5. Next up, Starlene Castro. He has got the park upgrade going to Dallas. He's facing a lefty in Norris, okay? It's a great matchup for Castro here. He has a 353 WOBA versus lefties. He hits very, very well versus lefties. He gets on base. And at 2.9, that's all we need. Just get on base for us once or even twice. Get on base once, get scored in for a run, and boom. There you go. Thank you. You've done enough. You can go take a nap. Okay? You can chill. We don't need you anymore. At 2.9, that's all we need. So Starlene Castro is amazing. He is elite value on this slate. Love him at 2.9 with the righty-lefty matchup. And Starlene Castro, almost a 350 WOBA versus lefties. Love it. Last but not least, we had him in yesterday's lineup, and he's just so cheap that he's a free square at this price. Jackie Bradley at 2.6. Okay, he's not a super consistent hitter. The fact he hit a home run yesterday for us, I don't think he's going to do it again. But the fact is, at 2.6, we don't need much. Even if he gets us a 0, if the guys we're able to put around him do what we're expecting them to do, it won't even matter. Hopefully he can get a hit at least. At 2.6, he's a free square. Jackie Bradley, he's got the lefty-righty matchup against a bad pitcher in Sanchez who gives up a ton of hard contact. Love the Boston offense here. Absolutely love Jackie Bradley here. And like I said, he's not super consistent. I'm not telling you he's a lock for it, but he's got a 330 WOBA versus righties. So he's a solid hitter versus right-handed pitching, and this is a good matchup for him against a pitcher who gives up some hard contact. I mean, there is a low chance he could hit another home run. Back-to-back home runs for a guy like Jackie Bradley, I don't think so, but I definitely see him getting on base once or twice. I would love to see it. Honestly, get on base once and then steal a base. That would be great. That's all I want. And that's it. All right, so get these elite value guys in your lineup, play those elite pitchers, and you're good to go to start with. Like I said, this is early slate look. I'm going to be grinding into this much harder tomorrow, looking at the pitchers more in depth, breaking it down, so maybe some other cheaper guys will come into view, and maybe you won't have to play both Cole and DeGrom, but as of my first look right now, I do not feel comfortable with the cheaper guys, and that's all I'm saying. GreenlightDFS.com, join the squad before the early slate, get the early and the main. We're going for 6 and 7 in a row tomorrow. Follow me on Twitter at cam_ATL if you want to see the proof for how we do every single night. The customers post it on Twitter every single night. So go check that out if you're curious. If you're not with the squad, you are making a mistake. Ride with the squad. There's a lot of people who have rode with me for years, okay? These people have been with me for like 2.5 years straight, playing with me every single day. People don't play with you that religiously and stay with you like that if you're not really putting up the numbers you're talking about. All right, I'm a guy who I'm always in your face. I'm always talking to you guys. I make these videos. I'm not hiding behind anything. The last thing I would ever do is sit here and be like, oh yeah, I'm streaking. Oh yeah, I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm doing this, when really I'm not, because I have hundreds of people who use my site. Okay, over 2 million visitors visit my site every month that know the truth. Okay, so seriously, take a second, go to greenlightdfs.com, join the squad. Let's go ahead and keep killing it, man. Thank you guys as always for supporting me and watching the video. I hope you guys kill it tomorrow. I mean tonight, depending on when you're hearing this right now. Thank you for watching. I'm out.